Hello and good morning. Today I'm at Brisbane Airport and I'm flying to Newcastle on board a Aliiance Airways Fokker 100, which is not behind me, but is over there. It's a little special livery aircraft flying with Aliiance, and it's a 26-year-old Fokker 100 VHFGB, and I'm really looking forward to the ride.
Australian charter airlines like Aliiance love the Fokker 100 as they are rough, tough and dependable, and that's why Aliiance Airlines only uses the Fokker 50, 70 and 100 for all of their operations. We boarded today's flight across the tarmac and via the stairs out the front. Once on board, the aircraft is laid out in a 2-3 configuration and the seats are large and comfortable. However, their bulky design robs you of a little bit of space. After the usual pre-flight safety announcement and general staff boarding announcements, we taxied out to the runway and got ready to take off at Brisbane Airport. As we take off, listen to the incredible sound of those Rolls-Royce Tay engines. Once airborne and the seatbelt sign had been switched off, the crew came around commencing a snack and drink service consisting of a tasty muffin and tea, coffee, water or juice. There was also a small buy on board menu where you could pay with cash only for any extras if available. The crew were friendly and pleasant, which made the experience all the more enjoyable, especially for a short 1-hour hop. Once airborne, you can tell that the Fokker 100 is a much older aircraft type. The cabin noise is a lot higher than modern airliners. The seats are a very old design and even had ashtrays in the armrests, and the buttons and switches inside are a much more basic design. But the aircraft has some great retro appeal and it makes the experience really fun and it makes it feel like a blast from the past. Had I finished my muffin and juice, and it was basically time to descend into Newcastle. On approach, you can see that there is a lot of greenery, and you can also see the Hunter River as well as the city centre off in the distance. Newcastle Airport itself is actually quite a way away and shares its runway with Royal Australian Air Force Base Williamtown. Newcastle is the gateway to the Hunter Valley, which is famous for two things: a wine region and the production of coal. Fortunately, the wine is a lot nicer than the coal. We touched down smoothly in Newcastle and taxied to our gate, which was a fairly short taxi as Newcastle Airport's not particularly big, and then from there exited quickly to the front of the terminal and I got a bus into town. I'll just point out that the flight that I took was a flight that I caught in February 2020, and that was before any coronavirus restrictions were in place and before Australia had announced any forms of lockdown. So if you are planning to travel post or during this pandemic period, make sure that you have researched all of your current regulations and you take precautions that are appropriate to your travel. The reason I was actually able to fly Brisbane to Newcastle on the Fokker 100 was there was a deal between Virgin Australia and Aliiance Airways was contracted to undertake that flight. And how much did that experience cost? That's coming up right now. Overall, I think $129 is quite good value for a 1 and a bit hour flight between Brisbane and Newcastle, especially with a full service carrier, and especially with the opportunity to fly on a fairly unusual aircraft type like the Fokker 100. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Fokker 100 Brisbane to Newcastle flight with Aliiance, code sharing with Virgin Australia. If you did enjoy that review, I'd love it if you could like and subscribe to this video for more talking planning and talking flying content. And until next time, stay safe, stay COVID free, and see you again soon.